Gemini, what's happening? What's crack-a-lagging and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your January 15th through the 31st. Love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. There's another orb. I've been seeing orbs everywhere that we've done for Gemini. There was another video I was doing for Gemini. I didn't upload it because it didn't turn out the way that it was supposed to. I got interrupted, but every time I read for Gemini, there's fucking orbs. What the hell? Anyways, Gemini, you got some sort of spirit protecting you. Maybe you really need some protection during this time period. If so, my prayers are with you. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing awesome. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube. These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below. And you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That's the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. I do apologize for the stuffy nose today. I cannot help the allergies that I am experiencing. Now, I do have an announcement for you guys as well. By the time you guys are watching this, I'm actually not here. I'm going to be in Italy. So by the time you guys are watching this, this is pre-recorded and pre-uploaded. As I mentioned in a bunch of videos earlier with this announcement, I will not be doing daily readings from December 31st all the way till January 9th. We'll see what happens by the time I get back and getting back into the mojo and the flow and getting my schedule back up. But as for now, this week will be filled from the 1st to the 9th. The week will be filled with the mid-monthly. So the mid-monthlies are coming a little bit more earlier, but I didn't want to leave you guys without content, okay? So anyways, Gemini, let's see what's going on. Messages for Gemini here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. Messages for Team Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what's happening. Some of you guys, random message, some of you guys may be having a weird kind of pain in your gut. I don't know what that necessarily is about. What I'm kind of seeing, if you're having pain in your gut area, be mindful of what you're consuming. You may have to go on some sort of cleanse, whether you want to do a juicing cleanse or you want to be more towards eating more greens, having more fiber. If you're having problems with your stomach, up more fiber in your diet. Stay away from fast food at all costs. You may have been eating a lot of fast food as of lately, Gemini. If that's been the case, stay away from it. Really reset your system. Add a lot of fiber into your diet. Salad, vegetables, greens, whatever it is. I hate that shit, okay? I cannot eat vegetables for the life of me. There's only certain ones I can. But if anything, I recommend, because this is what I do if I need extra fiber, put it in a blender, drink it down, you know, plug your nose. 1, 2, 3, it's over with. So if any of you guys are dealing with that, feel free to do that. I think that a cleanse will be much needed, okay? Messages for Gemini here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and get one last shuffle and see what's crack-a-lacking with you guys. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff at the mid-month mark, okay? Gemini, energy between you and another person. You got a 2 of Pentacles, can be connecting with an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You have a 10 of Wands, a King of Pentacles, and then as for the outcome, you have a 6 of Pentacles, okay? So based on what I'm currently seeing here, there's a lot to do with Pentacles. Can be definitely connecting with big earth energy here, but the 10 of Wands talks a lot about getting to a point where you've burnt yourself out. You know, the 9 of Wands is you getting close to burning out. The 10 of Wands is complete burnout, okay? And I feel like you're at that place where you've done so much work to the point where it's like, I need to sleep for a month. I need to hibernate like a motherfucking bear. You know, you've done so much work on whatever it is, whether it's physical or energetic, right? At the end of the day, it's like, whoa, I need some rest and rejuvenation. And if you're not taking care of yourself, Gemini, you are not working at your 110% capacity. Now, in regards to who you're dealing with here, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. King of Pentacles is interesting to me because you may be in a space where somebody always preaches that there's equality, right? For some here, this could be a father figure. For others, this could be your partner. It could be anything that it resonates to. As I always state, my readings can resonate to friends, family members, or your loving, you know, situation, romantic partners, etc. I feel like whoever you're connecting with always harps on equality, yet they are the person that takes the most from you as you are the ultimate giver. So, for example, this could be in some of your workplaces, Gemini. You may work yourself like a goddamn mule while somebody else gets rich off your hard work. And at the end of the day, they try to treat you like we're equal. No. no. Okay? No. So you may have a boss right now who is working you way too hard and profiting off your very much so hard work. And you may be debating right now whether or not you need to leave this job or stay with this job. Okay? Some of you guys are getting ready to break out of the job you currently have to go chase and start whatever business it is that you really resonate with. So you may be in a period of innovation. Now, if this is not about your career sector, I do feel like this is about your relationship in the sense of whoever this is you're dealing with, they claim that you're very equal, but you always do so much for them and you never feel the same amount of energy back. So that King of Pentacles is somebody who takes and profits off all the love that you tend to give, but where's yours for the taking? Now, some of you may be considering, I don't want to play cat and mouse with this person anymore. I don't really know if I want to stay in this relationship anymore, this connection anymore. Some of you guys are starting to second guess a connection based on how a person seems to profit off your energy. Okay? And this also could be your friend. You may have a friend who profits off your energy as well. And when we're talking about profit margins, it's not just about business and money. I'm talking about feeling better about themselves, okay? Boosting their ego, making this person feel happy while putting you down. And if you're surrounded by this kind of energy, you got to get the fuck out of it, especially as we're already in 2020. It's time to cancel and really push ourselves away from the shit that drags us down rather than uplifts us, okay? So what I'm going to do here, Gemini, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'm going to take a look at their feelings, your feelings. We'll see where energies are aligning, and then the outcome for January 2020, okay? So we'll see what the rest of the month has in store for you. Now, in regards to who Gemini is dealing with, how do they feel towards Gemini, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. How does the person that Gemini is dealing with feel towards Gemini, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. So, random card, you got a 7 of Cups. You can be connecting with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. How does the person that Gemini is dealing with feel towards Gemini, please? Throughout January 15th through the 31st. Thank you. Hello, we got a 7 of Wands. We got a Strength card. We have a World card, a Page of Pentacles, a 3 of Pentacles, a Knight of Cups, and then a 9 of Swords. Okay, and a 2 of Cups. Interesting. So, whoever this is you're connecting with, Gemini, I feel like they come from a space where, first of all, they have so much different kinds of vibes going in so many different directions. Whoever you're connecting with definitely doesn't seem very stable when it comes towards their emotions. That 9 of Swords jumps out pretty much speaking about that. But they have so many emotions that tend to go up, down, and all around. So from what I'm seeing who you're connecting with here, 7 of Cups to a Strength card. It feels like in regards to the way that this person views you or feels about you, they see you in a way where they're confused about what they necessarily want to build with you. So I feel like who you're connecting with is a person who's coming from a very indecisive space. They don't know what they want with you. They don't know how to move forward with you, but it feels to me that they're just sitting in place. I don't like that vibe at all. Because the Strength card to me right now, it talks about being tame, not making a move. I feel like whoever this is you're connecting with, Gemini, they're just staying in place. They're not making a move. But they also don't know what they want with you. So this person doesn't seem to be very confident in what they feel towards you. That's an issue. So I feel like who you're connecting with isn't very confident in their feelings for you, and they aren't very confident of a bright future with you. And, you know, I saw something interestingly enough, funny enough, right? Ironically, on Twitter earlier, there was a screenshot of a guy who said, hey, he was talking to a girl he's been dating or vibing with, whatever. He said, hey, I'm going to be really honest with you. I just feel like this isn't working out, and I just want to let you know this so I don't waste your time. And some woman quoted the tweet and was like, I like somebody who can be that honest. And I feel like you like that honesty too, Gemini, no matter how brutal it may be. You want to know if somebody doesn't want to be with you. You want to know that your time isn't being wasted, right? So I feel like you're connecting with somebody that's low-key wasting your time. You know, 7 of Wands here to the World card. They really go back and forth between thinking about walking away from you and then wanting to start a new cycle with you. They really go back and forth between wanting to work on things with you and then trying to stay, you know, trying to distance themselves. This person is at a complete fucking conflict. And with the Knight of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Swords, this person you're dealing with here, they have fears about the relationship because they fear that later on, if you guys stick for a while, let's just say if you've been dating for a year, maybe 2 years down the line, whatever, this person fears that the longer they stay with you, that the more scared they are to hurt you in the end, or the more scared they are, or the more uncertain they are. That's what I'm seeing here. The person you're dealing with is like the longer they're with you, the more uncertain they are of the future. because their emotions are at such a high capacity of consistently switching. So yeah, Gem, whoever this is you're connecting with, yeah, they do profit off your energy in the sense of you give them a lot of love and affection, but what are they returning to you? Because this person's perception that they've built around you is that they are clearly indecisive and they don't know where the future lies. What's interesting is that when a person doesn't know where things are going, they will never put their 110% energy into you. So the thing is that the difference between you and this person, Gem, is that you see a future with them. They don't see a future with you. They are wasting your time. And considering that they're wasting your time, that's why they're not giving you their 110% back. They're not doing it because they don't have that direction or they don't see that future with you. So I feel like whoever you're connecting with right now is wasting your time, unfortunately. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it or bullshit it to you. That's what I'm feeling here. In regards to the person you're dealing with, or in regards to your energy, Gemini, sorry, let's take a look how you feel towards this person. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout January 15th to the 31st. How does Gemini feel towards the person they're dealing with? Okay. Wheel of Fortune to a Ten of Swords. Shit. And this means the truth is coming out this one. Yeah, this truth is coming out during the second half of the month. Okay, let me get one more card. So, based on what I'm seeing, Gemini here, Ten of Swords all the way to the Wheel of Fortune, paired with the Two of Swords as well. The problem is that you know what you want, and the moment you know what you want, you're going to get what you want. And with that Ten of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune, it's already an indicator that you're ending the connection and relationship because you feel underappreciated, you feel undervalued, you feel as if you're never getting your just due. So yeah, Gem, you feel like you've put so much work into a connection, and it's like, how could I put so much work into somebody that doesn't even love me? I'm pretty sure that's a quote from a song from XXX Tentacion. So shit, man, I definitely feel like that's where it's at, you know? How can I put in so much work to somebody that doesn't even love me? And I think you're starting to recognize that. Because the moment you've reached the Ten of Wands is the moment you've reached the burnout phase. When you're completely burnt out of doing what you've been doing, yeah, you're going to get to that point where you're ready to break. Yeah, you're going to get to that point where you're ready to break away from this person because you just don't feel appreciated. You don't feel the reciprocation. You don't feel the love on their, on their side. Over here, you have an Emperor card to a Knight of Pentacles. I think you've been very patient with this relationship, Gemini. I think you've been very fucking patient with it in the sense of you've really let it see, or you've really sat down and said, I'm going to see where this goes. And for the longest time, you haven't seen much improvement. You haven't seen, if any, change at all. You've seen this person do the same thing over again, where, yes, they could claim that they love you, and yes, they may do little gestures, but they don't do enough that keeps you satisfied. They almost do the bare minimum to the point where you feel, well, why are we together if you don't seem to really want to be here? Because you can feel your time being wasted. So I think that with the Knight of Pentacles paired with the Emperor card, you're jumping into a space, Gemini, where it's like, look, I can't be patient any longer. I need a decision and I need some action. And if this person isn't going to take some action or at least make some sort of direction in this relationship, then it's time for it to end. And with that Death card, I think you're going to be the person to step up and end it. And with the Three of Wands here as well, it's like you've been waiting so long, and the Death card symbolizes change. So you've been waiting so long for change that you've never received, that you've never got. Okay? Ten of Pentacles to the Fool card here. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for a relationship that's ride or die. You're looking for a relationship where a person has, where you both mutually have so much love for each other, you'd do anything for each other. A relationship that's very clickable, a relationship where the work is equality, it is even, it is equal. And with that Ten of Pentacles, you're looking for a relationship that can grow and prosper into a beautiful marriage, that can flourish into having children. You're looking for your end-all, be-all, your lifetime partner. And this person already doesn't seem to be fitting the description based on how they could barely keep you as a, they could barely keep a relationship, then how could you expect them to keep a marriage? If this person is making you feel like you're undervalued and underappreciated, then you're not going to want to stick around for long. And with the Knight of Wands here as well, Gemini, I think you're drifting, dude. I think you're drifting this second half of the month. So there may be a breakup that's incoming over here. Now, if you guys were never in a relationship and you were just talking and vibing or whatever, yeah, you're going to just cut it off real quick. I don't think that you're going to cut it off in the sense of you'll ghost somebody. I think you're just going to state your piece of look, I just genuinely feel like my time's being wasted. I feel like you're not giving me enough. I just feel like you and I don't really click as much as I thought we did in the beginning. Okay? This might have been one of those connections where you and the person you're dealing with really hit it off in the beginning, and then out of nowhere, they started getting stagnant, okay? But in regards to where energies are aligning between Gemini and the person they're dealing with, please, throughout January 15th to the 31st, let's take a look. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st of 2020. Let's take a look, baby. We got a Tower card. There will be a breakaway. We got a Seven of Swords. We have a King of Swords. And then we have a Five of Wands, okay? And then a Hierophant card. So, yep, it's going to come to that point, Gemini, where you've recognized you've been played, okay? Seven of Swords to a Tower. You've recognized that your time's been wasted. Like I said, I kind of, like, the feeling that I got from this person you're dealing with is that they were just holding space. And that's not a good vibe at all. You know when people are just in a relationship for the fuck of it, just because they have a relationship? And if you're connecting with a male, you know, the male's mentality is like, oh, look, I have a relationship. I have free pussy. You know, I have somebody to talk to when I'm bored. I have this, I have that. They're not thinking about, you know, wow, I'm so grateful for this beautiful woman I have, or this beautiful person I have that loves and respects me and does everything in the world for me because they care about me so much. This person didn't show any sort of gratitude. They just kind of looked at what it is they could take. And I'm sorry if I'm very blunt with what's being stated here, but if this is a man, this is no man you want to involve yourself with. And even if this is a woman, this is no woman you want to involve yourself with. Because this kind of individual is looking at what they can take rather than what they should be appreciative of, what they should value, and rather, you know, they're not even looking at you in that same way you've looked at them, you know? They're not looking, you two have two different perceptions. You know, all the beautiful shit you've done for them, they're not even considering or thinking of doing that for you. And that's where this relationship becomes very unequal. So with the Seven of Swords to the Tower card, you know, that truth is going to come out. You know, it's going to be illuminated. That truth will come out. You will see that the person you're dealing with had a completely different agenda versus what you had. And with the King of Swords over here to the Five of Wands, I think you're going to resist even fighting with this person. I think you're just going to resist even getting pissed. Because yes, it will piss you off when the truth comes out. It will piss you off that you wasted your time, Gemini. But I think you're jumping into a space where it's like, I don't have time to fight. I don't have time to fight with this person. I don't have time to argue about it. I don't have time to let this situation fuck up my whole vibe, because there really is an amazing person out there who's waiting for me, and I'm ready to come into alignment with them. Right? So even though your time may have been wasted, I feel like you're jumping into a space where it's like, I gotta take this situation for what it is. I gotta, you know, take a step back and not let anybody fuck me up. All right? Now, I will say though, there's another thing. There's a lot of things from Twitter I saw today that are coming up. There was another thing I saw on Twitter today, and I don't know why. Maybe this applies to you, maybe it doesn't. There was a tweet that some girl tweeted, and she said, you know, my next man better be ready for the relationship. So basically, she's like, my next man, when I get in my next relationship, better be ready to take care of me because I'm fucking traumatized. And someone quoted the tweet and said, stay single and take care of your mental health. That's important as well. So I do want to point that out for any of you Geminis. If you have been the type of person who has jumped from relationship to relationship, if you've been experienced trauma, if you have any sort of things that you have to focus on in regards to your mental health, I think that once this connection ends, I think it's very important to be single and heal yourself first. I don't think that you should jump into any relationships until you really are in a space, in a place where you're happy and you are not allowing people to undervalue you. So if this relationship, because Ten of Wands is stress, right? It's stress to the max. If this relationship has genuinely stressed you to the max, Gemini, I think that you need some time to be single and to heal and to get into the right mind space, and also to really just declutter all the stress you've dealt with from this whole entire situation. You need some time off. So when you get that time back for yourself and you're more so glowing up again, you're feeling rejuvenated, you're feeling better, especially as you're cleansing away this negative person and their negative energy, then maybe consider jumping back into connections and relationships. But I think for now, stay single and really do you. It's going to benefit you, okay? Really work on your mental health as well as just your happiness overall. So yeah, man, I feel like with that Hierophant card paired with that Five of Wands, it's just like, I don't have time to fight over this. I don't have time to fight with this kind of person. I don't have time for jack shit. I'm in a place where it's like, I got to get my head on right. I got to take care of my responsibilities, and I got to bring happiness into my life as a responsibility, right? You got to make happiness one of your own responsibilities. So I feel like you're in that place, Gemini, where it's like, look, man, I don't got time for the childish games. And I guarantee all the Geminis watching this, y'all ain't children, you know? And it feels like you connecting with some motherfucking children over here. All right? People that act like kids. People that aren't mature. People that don't know how to have a actual, you know, people that don't know how to be an adult. You know what I'm saying? Feels like some high school shit to me, bro. That's what I feel over here. But nonetheless, though, Gemini, I feel like you're just in a place right now where no matter what's going on, between you and this person. You're recognizing that it needs to come to an end, and you're going to let that end fall. As for the outcome between you two, let's take a look. What is the overall outcome between Gemini and the person they're dealing with, please? Throughout January 15th through the 31st. We got a 9 of Pentacles and a Justice card. Absolutely. And it's only right and just. You deserve to be single. Single is a blessing. A lot of people don't think being single is a blessing, but it is. Especially when you've gone through so much, you got to restore yourself. And this was what I was just talking about, Gemini, when I talked about that girl in the tweet and everything. You need to get yourself balanced as you're single. Work on yourself as you're single. Work on your mental health. Make happiness your priority. Really focus on, really decluttering from all the stress you've just experienced, and recognize that you're in a safe place and you're going to be in a more healthy place as well. So you're really shifting from a very negative or toxic environment into a very healthy environment, okay? So as for the outcome, 9 of Pentacles to the Justice card, you're going to get them Libra scales in place. You're really going to bring more balance back into your life, and happiness will be here. Happiness will come forward, okay? So I think that's your best approach there. In regards to your best advice, let's take a look here, Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Throughout January 15th through the 31st. What is Gemini's best advice throughout the second half of January, please? In regards to this situation, let's take a look. King of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, King of Wands, 9 of Wands to the Judgment card. Absolutely. So remember, the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is in a place where you have to release your stress, and then the 10 of Wands is a place where you are consumed by your stress. So 9 of Wands to the Judgment card. Release your stress. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. You made it. You're out of this connection, Gemini. You're going to be free by the end of the month because you're taking initiative to cut this out. You're recognizing this is unhealthy for you. It's unhealthy for you to be very... to do everything for a person and never get that reciprocation. That's unhealthy. Because love is something that always takes 2 to tango. If not, it's a one-sided connection. So with the Judgment card here to the 9 of Wands, you're going to be distressing, and distressing is your best approach. So in regards to the best advice here, really focus on just allowing everything to be, allowing yourself to take your time to heal. Don't rush the process of healing. Just be in a calm space, and really declutter because you've made it through this connection. It is over. You have time to take a deep breath and relax. And with the King of Cups here to the 4 of Pentacles, be in a place where it's not about protecting your heart, it's about healing your heart. So focus on healing your heart center throughout the second half of the month. There's amazing frequencies on YouTube for your heart chakra. If you type in on YouTube real quick, heart chakra frequency, or healing heart chakra, or healing all 7 chakras, or balancing all 7 chakras, listen to those frequencies before you go to bed. At least a half hour before you sleep. You'll actually feel so much better, especially for those of you that really need heart chakra work. But with the 4 of Pentacles here to the King of Cups, protect your heart, because your heart is your beautiful, beautiful life force, and it is not meant to be given away to somebody who's going to destroy it. So remember that. This doesn't mean don't be vulnerable. Yeah, we're allowed to be vulnerable with other people, but this just simply means make sure when you give your heart away, you gotta scope out the vibes with that motherfucker, and you better make sure the equality is there. You better make sure that love is equal give and take, okay? Because that King of Cups, baby, Gemini, you are a very compassionate creature. You are a very loving person, but don't give all your love to somebody who ain't giving that back, all right? Now, moving forward in regards to your best advice, Page of Swords to the King of Wands. If by any chance there are connections manifesting in the next few months, if you are meeting new people or talking to new people, take it slow. Be playful, be fun, be flirty. Get into that Gemini energy where you just like having fun and fucking around. Because Geminis normally don't like to be serious. I feel like this relationship you really took seriously. Don't get in that serious business, all right? Jump into a space where you're keeping it light and you're having fun. So if any sort of connections that are new end up popping up, really go with the flow of them. Don't rush those connections. Be fun, be flirty, be playful, and allow it to develop. So if there is a new person that you're going to meet, right? If you meet somebody new in the next couple of months, after January or even during January, keep it real light, see where it goes, okay? You don't want to be in another situation where you feel as if your time's been wasted, right? So have a little bit of fun when it comes to love and romance. And if things start to get serious, then really make sure that you're feeling the reciprocity of the emotions that you're pouring into the person you'll be dealing with in the future, okay? So nonetheless here, Gemini, I really do apologize that those of you have been in this situation. I've been in this situation quite a few times in my life. It's definitely not a fun one to endure. I know what it feels like to have your time wasted. I know what it feels like to put your all into somebody and feel like it was never reciprocated. It is such a shitty place to be in, but I understand where you're coming from. So I apologize that you've gone through it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And you know, we got to take it like that. It is what it is. And I think that moving forward from this experience, you're going to be feeling much more lighter, and you're going to have a lighter approach to relationships. So it'll make love and dating a lot more fun. And I think that getting the balance back into your life in regards to your mental health and your happiness is going to be so fun and so important, and it's going to make you feel overall better. I'm just glad that this situation is coming to an ending and that you're away from something that was hurting you rather than helping you transform in a beautiful and positive way, okay? Anyways, Gemini, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Take care. Have a fantastic, awesome, and amazing rest of your January, and I will catch you guys in February 2019, all right? Peace.